Good morning. My name is Aiden Cooney. Excuse me. I am a student in the CS50 games class, and this is my screencast for the first assignment with 50bird. So we're going to go over the different parts of the assignment, and then I'm going to show you that everything that I've done in my code works. Okay, so starting with the first part of the assignment was to randomize the gap heights. So as you can see here in the pipe pair class, in init, I did self.gap height, math floor, math random 80 through 20, math floor this way that the integers are whole integers, and randomize the gaps between 80 and 120. I found the whole integers to do better than just allowing any random number between 80 and 120 because that'll include decimals, and sometimes the gaps, the randomized gaps weren't as noticeable. The differences weren't as noticeable. The next part was to randomize the spawn rate. And in order to do that, what I did was in the if statement with self-timer, where originally we had a self-timer where it would spawn a new pipe every second and a half. What I ended up doing was randomizing that number between 1 and 20. When I did 1 and 20, I found that the pipes were spawning kind of on top of each other, so I added the 0.5. So it's anywhere between 1.5 and 20.5. So anytime the self-timer is greater than that, one of the pipes would spawn. So it did a pretty good job at randomizing the spawn rates. The third part was to create to award the player medals according to their score. So I created 3 medal classes: bronze, silver, and gold. I used an icon, a pixel icon from flaticon.com. Credit goes to the author Small Like Art. That's the person that did the art. I don't take credit for that. But I created the 3 classes, and then in the score state, you'll see I have an simple if-then statement. That, you know, if the score is less than 3, you get bronze. Between 3 and 5, you get silver. Anything greater than that, you get your gold. I thought that was pretty good. So, pause state, that was creating a pause function was the last part of the assignment. So in order to do that, I created a pause state, and I used the enter params argument in the change function in order to pass the parameters, all the variables from the play state into the pause state, and same thing with passing it back from the pause state back into the play state. Now, in order to make sure that the play state, when coming from any other state than pause, would start with init, and then if it is coming from pause, that's the only time it would take those parameters from pause. I used an if statement that if parameters are not equal to nil, so in other words, if params is empty, then don't use the params, don't use the variables from the pause state, take it from the init class. So this way everything works like that. So I also added my own state, the button state I called it, where it tells the users the controls for the game. And you know, you can see here, I use printf and all that stuff to tell people what the controls are, change machine. So I had it change between the play state and the pause state in the the title state. And you'll see in the title screen, if you hit C, that it'll display those controls. Now, what I should have done was from the button state, I should have had it go into the countdown state, but I had it go from the button state straight into the play state, which was my mistake, but I already uploaded the code, so we're just going to stick with that. All right, so now we'll give you a quick demo of everything working. Okay, as you can see, press C for controls, you can press Enter, press C, give you the control, press Enter, no score, we get bronze. I'll show you the pause, music stops, you hear your little pause do, and then unpause everything is exactly. Alright, we're going to try and get gold here, gold is the top one, we're going to get 12, 5, then up, there's silver, and let's get gold to see the gold. I want to thank you very much for watching my screencast. I had a lot of fun figuring this out. Pause state was definitely tough, but I got through it, and definitely looking forward to the next assignment. Thank you for your time.